Hello! Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and if you haven't, welcome. My name is Caira and I make videos all about Chicago, apartment living, and Trader Joe's. Today's video is a video I've been planning on making for a while now, and I'm really excited. This video is all about the furniture you need for your small downtown apartment. To give some context, I lived in a studio on my own. I then moved to Chicago and lived in a studio with my boyfriend. It was about 400 square feet. It was the two of us and our dog. We now are in a one bedroom, but our one bedroom is not a huge floor plan. It's still pretty small. We both work from home, so we've had to figure out some really creative ways to make it so that way we can have the furniture we need in our apartment and make everything as functional as possible. I feel like I've gone through quite a few different items of things that worked, didn't work, and I've come out with a list of items that are perfect for apartment living. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first item I want to talk about is a kitchen island. Obviously, our kitchen island in this apartment is very big. This also isn't a movable kitchen island. This is a permanent kitchen island. However, what I want to point out is that when you're living in an apartment, don't get a dining table. Number one, who uses dining tables anymore? We used to have a dining table in a house we lived in Phoenix, and we never ever ate at the dining table and ended up just collecting mail and things when we came into the house. But having a kitchen island is the best because in most apartments, you're not given a huge kitchen. I'm very lucky here. However, in our previous apartment, we had no counter space. I actually literally mean we had about this much countertop space and it was not doable. So we ended up getting a movable kitchen island. This was the best thing ever because it doubled as a table for us to sit at, eat at, work at. It's where I did most of my work most of the day. To this day, even at this kitchen island, I have a desk. I still sit here and do my work most of the time. It also has storage on the other side, and so we're then able to put away pots, pans, spices, all sorts of different things can be stored in there. So it's a storage piece, it's a table, it's a desk, it's countertop space, and in our previous apartment, ours was on wheels, so that was really great because we could move it around. I used it for a desk when I would be teaching online and I'd pull it up in front of our closet. I used it as a table for extra snacks when we had friends over to watch football games and I'd wheel it into the living room. It was such a functional piece. I highly recommend if you're moving into an apartment, forget about getting a table, get a kitchen island instead. It makes so much more sense. Next item I want to talk about is our coffee table. This coffee table has been crucial in all of our apartments. Like I just mentioned, we don't typically eat at the table. We are eat in front of the TV type of people. Having this coffee table is great because we would come and sit on the couch and it has these drop leaves to pull out and make the entire table triple the size. This was perfect because again, if we have friends over, we can all sit around the table and have our plates here. If it's Alex and I and we just have a bunch of different snacks or plates that we're using for dinner, we can use it this way. But then also during the day when we're not using this to eat or put random things on, it's super easy for us to close it down and make it so much smaller so it has a much smaller footprint. It also has a drawer on one side, which is awesome for storage, and a shelf underneath where we have kept tons of coffee books and random things that we've just needed to have out of sight. Having a coffee table with the drop leaves has been one of the most crucial things in our apartment, but whether it's a coffee table or not, having drop leaves on any table makes so much sense in an apartment, and it makes it so that way you can have the small footprint on your actual floor, but have the space when you need it. All right, this next item is the item I am most excited to talk to you about, and that is our couch. I was super particular about getting a couch. For us, the things that were really important was it had to have storage. I had to be able to build it out in a way that we could have friends sleep over on it. And I really wanted something modular. If you're not sure what it means to have a modular couch, basically it means that you buy the individual pieces and you can buy more pieces as you go along. That is the best part about it because it's something that can grow with you in an apartment. So in our first apartment, we could have just done 2 seats and then a corner. This one, we had a little bit more space, so now we have the 3 seats in a corner. But as we continue growing into bigger apartments and maybe a house one day, instead of having to buy a whole nother new couch, we can just add on more pieces to this one and you just build them right in. The other part about it that is so freaking cool is every single piece on this couch is a slip cover. So all of these can be taken off and washed, but also you can buy new slip covers. That was super cool because normally I would have gone with a more traditional like cream or gray or neutral brown colored couch, But because they're slip covers and I can just order new ones, I was like, screw it, we're going with green, and I'm obsessed. This couch is from Home Reserve, and I had looked up so many different couches trying to figure out exactly, like, could I get a couch that checked all of these boxes that was also affordable? And Home Reserve was the shining star. I'm so excited. So this video is actually thanks to Home Reserve, and I have some clips of when we got the couch, because not only does it build into just the best couch ever, it also comes in easy to move boxes, which is perfect for when you're living in an apartment because you can just carry them in yourselves versus having to get big full pieces of furniture and then having delivery people do it for you. Let's roll those clips. This is our couch. Okay, so they just dropped off all the boxes in the lobby. We have 7, these giant boxes. They're actually not that big though, and they have handles. So we're just gonna carry these on up to our apartment. You can get this party started. So I mentioned that these are slip covers and then it's modular, but the part I really want to show off is every single piece on this couch has storage. This ottoman is also from Home Reserve. So in here we have stored so many of our guest towels, our space heater, some old photos, things that we've been like just needing to get out of the way. And then underneath every single cushion is extra storage. So these just pull up. In here we have a guest pillow. I have an extra blanket, and they just tuck in here. You close them up, you would have no idea this is even here, and you put the cushion back on. I think this is so cool because, like I said, most people buy a couch that fits their space, but then you're growing into different spaces. And so it's really easy for someone to then just buy a new couch every single year, which is a huge waste of money. Buying a couch like this, it's gonna be able to grow with us, and it has a 10-year warranty. So this is gonna be like our couch forever and ever, and I'm excited to get new pieces added on, maybe at some point change the color, but getting a couch like this will end up saving you so much money in the long run, and it is honestly just everything I could have possibly wanted. I'll put the link to Home Reserve down in the description box if you're interested. This is Alex's desk. Alex is my boyfriend. This was a piece that we had to put a lot of thought into because when we originally got this apartment, we didn't think he was gonna be working from home still. We thought he'd be back in the office. Joke's on us, Alex quit his full-time job and works with me full-time now. And so regardless, he needed to have a desk. We don't have a ton of space for desks in this apartment. So what we wanted to do was have the desk in the living room, but also have the TV on it. And so what we did was we got this desk. It was from Amazon. I can put the link in the description box, but it has this little hutch area on top. Most of the time, when you get a desk with a hutch, typically there's like built-ins all around it, but I was really specific that I wanted one that we could leave open. And so we've placed our TV on top of it and then have his workspace down below. So when he's working, it's here. He can use it as a third screen, which is really cool. But also, if he's not working, we can sit on the couch and just play the TV up top, and everything's just perfectly in line, and we don't have to move anything. For us, it was really, really important to be able to get a piece of furniture that was able to double as both, because we really did not have the space to have a TV console and also a desk. Welcome to our bedroom. So in our bedroom, we have another ottoman that we put right next to the bed. This is perfect because not only does it let Louis up onto the bed, but we also use it for extra storage. I have all of our guest bedding in this one, and so it's super, super convenient. Also, as you can see, I don't have a bedside table on this side of the bed, so it's really nice if I'm drinking a cup of tea or something at night, I can push this right up next to my side of the bed and put my tea there so that way it doesn't fall. This last ottoman was also crucial because this one fits into with the rest of the couch, so that way the couch actually makes a full queen size bed, so that way when our friends come and stay, they have somewhere to crash on. Underneath the bed, these are crucial. We have an extra tall bed frame. I believe it's like 2 feet or 21 inches or something like that, but it's an extra tall bed frame. And then underneath it, we have tons of these storage boxes. These storage boxes are from IKEA, and they all hold tons and tons of stuff. So living in Chicago, we have lots of winter clothes and summer clothes, and everything's very seasonal. So I'm able to store things away in here, so that way when I need them, I can pull anything out that I want. But if it is out of season stuff, all I do is zip it away and tuck it under my bed. I then have this bed skirt to hide everything so that way you can't see it. So under our bed right now, we have like 6 of those, and then also Alex's golf clubs. and it's so ideal to be able to have the extra space under the bed to be able to store away anything you don't want to be seen. The next item I'm going to show is one of my favorites that I got this year. I didn't even know this existed until 2020, which was the best thing ever because everyone's working from home and I really needed another desk for me to be able to work at, but I did not have any space to put it. So we got this pop-up desk. This came from Amazon and it has been amazing. So it's just this metal frame that opens like that. And then you have the desktop. It's super thin, so I just fold it up and put it behind my dresser and you'd never even know it was there. And this pops directly into the frame and you have a full desk. This is awesome. I didn't realize how much happier and how much more productive I would be having a specific work area, and I love that I can just set this up during the day, fold it down at night, and it takes up literally no space. I then got this little tiny stool to go with it. I will be honest, it is not the most comfortable stool. I wish I had something a little comfier, even if it didn't have a back on it, but it does the job and I'm able to sit here and get all of my work done, and it is so convenient. Two items I want to show off really quick is one, on that side of the bed you can see we have a pegboard. That's what we use for a bedside table over there, which is perfect because we didn't really have the floor space for a bedside table. But this one I get tons of questions about, and this is my bed desk. It looks like just a normal like tray table, but it has these legs underneath that pop out and it pops up into a desk. This I've had for years and it's one of the best things ever. It's from IKEA. I think it's like $10 or $12. I'll link this down below as well. But this is so convenient because I can work from this. If I want a snack, I can eat from this. I can put my cup of tea on this, whatever I'm doing. When I lived in a studio apartment, I didn't have like a proper table, or even if I did, sometimes I would just want to eat or work from my bed. And so having this, I could sit on my bed and do everything I needed. This is what I worked on for so many months at the beginning of the pandemic when I didn't have my pop-up desk yet, and this is such a great thing to have. All right, the last item I want to highlight for you guys is this clothes hanging rack. This is also a new item that I got in 2020 that I just can't believe I never thought of it before. I air dry a lot of my clothes, usually my workout clothes, more delicate items, those go on a clothes hanging rack. And I used to have like a foldable one that I would pull out, hang all my stuff up, fold it away and put it away. But how did I not think of this? So much smarter. This is an over the door hanging one. So it has all of these hooks. I can hang, here I have like a bathing suit top and a sports bra and then a pair of leggings that needed to air dry. And these can all just hang right on here. If I have lots of clothes, I'll leave it out like this, but when I only have a few items, I can just fold it up and they can dry this way. And then when you have nothing on it at all, it just folds up completely and you don't even notice it's there. This is awesome, and I love when people think of just innovative, small space living items that make so much sense. All right guys, those are the items I wanted to highlight for you today. All of them work so well when living in a small apartment. All of these items are so functional, but also look really nice, and I think that that is really important when I'm creating my space, is I need something that I will be able to use and it makes a lot of sense, but also something that looks good. I would love to hear if you have any suggestions about what your favorite small space living items are. Either comment them down below, or better yet, shoot me a DM on Instagram with a picture of your favorite small space living item, and I would love to feature it here on my channel. If you have any questions, comment down below. I have included as many of the links as I possibly could in the description box. If you haven't, hit that big red subscribe button. We are moving soon, so I have a lot of really good moving content coming up and just a lot more like apartment living stuff. And of course, go over to my Instagram because I post a lot of content over there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.